Hello my childs, welcome back to another discussion video. Today I'm going to be analyzing whether Blade Ball is a pay-to-win game. I know this is something that many people are openly debating, so I want to offer my 2 cents about this situation. As most of you probably know, Blade Ball is my personal favorite game on Roblox, so I'll try not to be biased here. Blade Ball is a game on Roblox that has rocketed in popularity recently, much to many people's surprise. It's a battle royale style game where you have to try and be the last player standing. There will be a ball that comes to each player in turn, threatening to kill them. The player will have to deflect the ball effectively to stay alive, while also trying to kill their opponents. The ball gets faster every time someone hits it until there's a fatality. There are many different sword skins and abilities you can use while in a round. Abilities affect gameplay while swords don't, to my knowledge. For example, my favorite ability, Telekinesis. This is an expensive ability which redirects the ball while increasing the speed. This ability is very effective for surprising opponents and killing them. Now that we have established all of that stuff, let's get into the real discussion. Is this beloved game pay to win? I think that I understand the argument with this. Many of the overpowered abilities are expensive and would be hard for a beginner to get. Same with the cooler swords. Every season there's an update with limited time gear that is Robux only. These are exclusive, and I guess that's all for that side of everything. There could be more, but these seem the most obvious to me. Oh, and there's a wheel. You have to pay for it with Robux unless you... Well, I'll get into that later. I'm going to begin the other argument now, the one I'm on. I personally don't think this game is played to win. I'll explain why. First of all, the wheel I just mentioned. You usually have to pay for a spin with Robux, which I admit can be frustrating and unfair. However, unlike other games, this isn't the only option. If you stay in the game long enough, you'll unlock a spin. I think it's like 15 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that. I'm sure the people complaining are those who don't know this and who might not be willing to wait that long. And I get that, but then you don't really get to use that as an argument for this game being pay to win. Now for the swords. They're pay to win. Yeah, they are. But it doesn't really matter too much in my opinion, as they do not affect the gameplay at all. They just kind of look cool, and there are a whole bunch of swords you can access just by playing the game and being responsible with the coins you get from playing the game. The sword crates are pretty cheap and give you a 50% refund if you get a repeat, which I like. Now, for the abilities, and yes, I do see this argument to an extent. Abilities are very crucial in a game, and the pay-to-win ones are usually the best. Those are very few, though, I will say, and usually there's still a way to access them without Robux, even if it may be super hard. Rapture, for example, is a widely unpopular ability as it's super overpowered. That's what I think anyway, and I think that opinion is shared by many. Now that ability is one that you can access from the wheel spin exclusively, which can be annoying. I still haven't gotten it yet. But it's the same kind of thing. All you have to do is play the game to get the wheel spins, which can eventually get you Rapture. Most Rapture users probably did not pay to win to get their ability. And these quote-unquote pay-to-win abilities aren't impossible either. Rapture users usually get me if we're well into a round, yes, but I still do kill people with their own Rapture ability with precise timing and concentration. Same with, like, every other ability. They help, but it all comes down to skill and playstyle. Now, this isn't like to flex or anything, I'm just going to be clear, it's just an example for the video. I myself have not spent a cent on Blade Ball, yet I stand with over 130 wins, I think 700 or so kills. I have a lot of top tier swords and half the abilities, though I use Telekinesis pretty exclusively. I owe all of this to my playstyle only, which I took a while to develop. I use jumps to my advantage, darting in and out of range to the point where I can get above the opponent and defend myself, yet not have to clash with them because I suck at that, let's be honest. When this gets the ball going fast enough, I'll use Telekinesis. If the opponent doesn't back up so they can get their timing right, it'll usually get them. But of course, I only got Telekinesis recently as is 5,000 coins and a seasonal event just got done. Before I resorted to really cheap abilities like Platform and Quad Jump, and I got well over half of my overall stats from that alone. It's all a matter of patience, practice, timing, concentration, all of that good stuff. You don't need money, you don't need to pay to win. There are options to quote-unquote pay to win, but you've got to be honest to yourself. There's always going to be those options in any game you play. The game developers need to make their money somehow, and I think more people need to see that side of it. They need that income to update their game to support themselves as human beings like me and you. Blade Ball is actually the game that does the best at balancing this aspect of game developing and the aspect of keeping the player base happy and skill-based, in my opinion. The seasonal events are fun, and it's great to flex cool swords, but those don't really affect gameplay. The only sort of thing that does is things like Rapture, which are limited in this game. They make the ability good enough to be desired, yet still give a chance no matter how slim it may be for free-to-play Robloxians to get their hands on it. So no, with all of these things combined and put into perspective, I don't think Blade Ball is a pay-to-win game. I think Robloxians need more patience. Thanks for watching. Let me know your opinion in the comments below. I love you all, my childs. Bye!